What's up, y'all? Erroneous here, back with another Raid Shadow Legends video. We've got a lot of events going on right now during this week, the week of September 14th to the 20th, and I'm going to be going over all of those events in today's video, so let's do this. First things first, we've got the events for Soulstone summoning. We've also got continued events for the Titan event for the Donnie Titan event. We also have the Fuel Deck of Fate that just started today. We have 3 days and 18 hours left at the time of this recording. So it will end on around Thursday or Friday morning. And then, so flipping cards here. You're going to want to flip cards and you want to upgrade champions and summon souls from Soulstones in order to get these pizza points. Okay, this is the current info. There's 15 commons, 13 rares, and 12 epic cards that you can flip. These are the following rewards. You do get the Radiant Sun Lilies, which gives you a chance to craft relics from this relic materials. And other than that, there's not like crazy good rewards from flipping. They're okay. You can get a legendary gemstone, which is nice. And then the primal shard's nice. And then of course, mainly people are going to be going for this because they want to get the 100 points, pizza points. However, this is probably an event I would skip because you actually get a chance to get up to 250 additional pizza points, up to 1750 for the Titan event. So there's really no point to even going for this if you're just focusing on the Donnie's Titan event. Now, on the flip side of it, you're not doing the Donnie's Titan event, or you're not going for the highest reward possible for the Donnie's Titan event, then maybe this might entice you to want to go for maybe a Basalt, maybe some Radiant Sun Lilies, or mainly try to flip one of these chests for one of them. Now, we can pin the rarity on this one. So the goal would be to get epic chests. That's the best one. However, if you do get the uncommon or rare chests, these are okay. But you're really looking for the epic chest. However, the issue is you've got to really grind for this, or you have to have amassed a decent amount of resources in terms of soul stones. Most people are not going to be doing this by just leveling up champions. Now, could you do it by leveling up champions only? It's extremely difficult. Most likely you're not, especially if you're free to play. If you're a spender, then yeah, maybe you could do it by just leveling up the champions to complete the Fuel Deck of Fate. But even then, I feel like people don't want to do that because it's so tedious. Most of the time, people are just going to pull their soul stones, maybe do a little bit of champ training in between, and then be done with it. But if you have amassed a large amount of resources for soul stones, you're going to want to pull your Immortals and Eternals for this one. However, I don't recommend pulling the Eternals. I recommend saving the Eternals until a potential 2x. They usually only run 1 2x, maybe 2, a year for Eternal Soulstones. And that typically occurs in December, right around like Black Friday, or maybe not Black Friday, but like New Year's, basically. So you should be saving your Eternal Soulstones for that, in my opinion. Or potentially there's a Leonardo event that comes out. It's either going to be through summoning shards, or it's going to be through summoning soulstones, or it could be a mixture of both. We don't really truly know that yet. However, a lot of people are leaning towards it being potentially summoning shards, or summoning champions rather. So should you be pulling your Immortals on this 2x event and pushing for the Deck of Fate? That's really based on your account progression. For me personally, being endgame and free to play, I've amassed a good amount of soul stones here, but do I want to pull them? This is the best time to pull for Immortals, and Immortals, in my opinion, are pretty much the best because they're the easiest to come by compared to Eternals. And obviously Immortals are the easiest, but the chances of getting a 6-star legendary or mythical is super slim, as compared to the Immortals. You have a much higher chance to get a epic, legendary, or mythical, being 6%, which is literally 3 times more than Immortal, and then 2 times more for legendary, and then Eternals goes up even more. So yeah, I mean, in my opinion, if you have some, you should pull a few, but if you want to completely save them all, then that's fine too. But I personally, I'm probably going to pull just 7. I want to keep 20 of them on the account, I'm going to get another one from this current event or tournament that's going on for the Gear Ascension tournament. So I'm going to pull another Immortal, which I do recommend you going for the Prism Shard here. This is going to be very, very helpful getting this Prism Shard because they do have a strategic summon pool going on as well, which is a chance to get April, who is a strong character. And they do have really strong characters in like Lady Kimmy, Ankura. This chick here, Esme the Dancer, she was a fusion, I believe. She's okay. She's not insane by any means, but she's okay. And then Ostrid's really strong in Hydra. And I think this Morrigan is a fusion, or was a fusion. And she's very strong for the Cursed City Amius boss. And then these epics are very strong if you're early game. You definitely want to get your hands on Geomancer or even Mordecai. And there's a few other really good ones in here too, like Deacon as well as a lore. But that's just to name a few. But honestly, even Karen the Harvester, sleep on all enemies, skills on cooldown, on one champion, attacks only decrease speed. So he's a pretty decent champion as well, but personally, people are going to want to go for April. She's not really rated very highly. So if you wanted to try to even save that Prism, get a chance to save it, because there's a way to do so by just not collecting the Prism Shard and then just allowing for this event to end. I'm thinking as long as this ends, okay, so it looks like the Gear Ascension will end right before the Prism event right here, the Summon Pool event. Maybe it'll still just go into your bank and hopefully not pull for you, but sometimes people can save them in that sense. Immortal Soulstones, this is the best time to pull for a 2x, but is it going to be the best event in terms of Deck of Fate? It's better than most because you can actually flip a card and you get to pin the rarity. So that's the best part about this Deck of Fate event, in my opinion. For the Smart Fella Titan event, personally, I recommend people go for the 3-star unless you're really trying to farm and get yourself a mythical or a 5-star on them. And the Basalt's nice. The Void Shard's obviously nice. Even some people, I recommend going for the Last Laugh amulet. It's a decent amulet relic. It's not the best. It's just decent in my opinion. I don't think it's going to be like super top tier by any means. I think personally it needs to be reworded because I haven't seen it in action. I haven't seen anybody test this yet. So if you have seen people, then let me know in the comments down below. I would love to see it tested. Immortal Soulstone, obviously a lot of people are going to want to go for that. I also could recommend stopping at the Immortal Soulstone too. Personally, I'm going to try to go for the 3-star. And if I can't get any further, I can't get any further. But I would like to get the 3-star on Donnie for the HP and defense. And then in terms of gear enhancements starting tomorrow, Dungeon Diver is still going on. I'm not really pushing for that. And then we've got any other tournaments or events, or rather tournaments. Dragon Turn Attack still going on for about 20 hours. Classic Arena, anybody should be able to blow this out of the water. And then Ice Golem Tournament is starting in 20 hours for more pizza points. So there you have it. Quite a few different events and tournaments going on this week. And then in terms of for tomorrow, September 16th, they're going to be launching a 3x event to drop Curse Set from the Ice Golem. So if you're looking forward to getting that done, you can. Curse Set is going to be very helpful to place a Hex on the enemy for 2 turns. And it's good on champions like an Ostrid, for example. I think I do have a Hex set on my Ostrid. So if I go to my Ostrid, interesting that she's kind of coinciding with that at the same time. So mine is in a Curse set. I do utilize her in Hydra still. It's not the best set. Like I don't have the best gear rather from this set. So for me farming for that, I would want to try to get mythical pieces that are 6-star to boost her stats even further, and then try to get more damage output on her as well. So she is a very, very strong hero. I don't even have a relic on her, but putting a relic on her would be huge. If you're looking forward to Curse Set drops, then farm the Ice Golem tomorrow. So in terms of Immortals, I will go ahead and pull 7 Immortals and stop. But first, I do need to go in here, get a little bit of silver. Okay, so I'm going to pull 7. That's it. So that way I save everything. 7, and then I'm done. My wish list is here. I have Marius, I have Rhodos, and I have Ankura. But I'm considering putting in a different champion here. I want someone to help me for live arena, really. Live Arena is going to be the biggest thing for my account right now. That I push Live Arena a lot, so I really want to get a nice soul on somebody. But it seems like there's not really too many heroes or champions here that I would want to utilize consistently. Ankara is someone I want to try to build because I could build her with high resistance. I don't really use her super often, but I think I do use her actually now I think about it in Hydra as well. But Marius would be the biggest one for me. Marius, Embreeze would be nice, but you can't actually put mythicals in there still. So I think I'll just keep it where it's at. Rhodos, Marius, and Ankara. And then I'll keep these epics as well here. All right, let's do this. Let's do this. Let's see if we can get something good on the account. Something new. A rare. Of course, you get a 5-star rare Bone Knight. I'm just going to end up selling that. I'm not going to even use that rare. Probably ever. We do get a legendary, which is good. And it's a 3-star Ishiyama. I think... Did I already... No, I did not go for his soul. So a 3-star Ishiyama is nice. I could build him. Decent champion. He's a decent HP nuker, but he's not crazy. Another rare. So what we don't want is to just get a bunch of rares. That just kind of ruins it for the Immortals. You really want to get legendaries and mythicals if possible. Oh, let's go! Let's go! Let's go! I like that. That's the first time. Well, is it my first time 6-star on a wish list? I don't even remember now. Man, that's crazy. Wow, I was just talking about this other day on stream. I had a stream for Live Arena and I said I really want a Roto 6-star, but damn. Having it actually happen is, oh man, a sight unseen. A sight that just looks so great. Oh man. Super excited. I'm super stoked on that one. Oh my god. Wow, that's lucky. That is crazy lucky. I was waiting for some luck like this. Holy crap. So that brings him up a lot for damage. He was 3-star. So now he gets 38% crit damage, more accuracy. So he has 337 accuracy now. And then more resistance, and then more speed is big because I have a 9-piece Merciless. So now he's sitting at 66,000, that'd be crazy, right? And then 247 speed, 324 on the crit damage, 337 on the accuracy. So he's decent. I can definitely get more speed on him by re-rolling something like this. I already have 2 attempts on it, so it just takes a while to upgrade these pieces, but eventually I'll get him to a lot more damage. But the speed on it's great, so having him be at least 250 speed is nice. Wow. Okay, we'll take that. That's actually amazing. I'm super excited. I'm at a loss for words, honestly. That's huge. That hasn't happened to me, I don't think, ever for a wish list 6-star from Immortals. That's nuts. I think I might put Hefrak in now, maybe, or maybe I'll put in my Baron because Nyami is super annoying, and I kind of want additional options for Nyami. So Baron would be pretty cool if I wanted to just go really fast. Put Baron in like maybe Cracking Roots, or just put him in. Maybe I'll just keep him in the current. Actually, Lightning Cage might be good too. Lightning Cage or Cracking Roots for Baron. But yeah, that's huge. That is so huge. I can't believe it. I cannot believe it. Wow. Okay. Whew. See what else we can get here. Fabian 6-star would be sweet. He's at a 5-star, I think, right now. So I'm probably just going to level him up over time. I could also throw in... Actually, you know what? Sun Wukong would be nice, too. I don't have him at 6-star. So let's throw in Sun Wukong. I was talking about Sun Wukong recently. How I do want a 6-star on Sun Wukong. Okay, we got another rare. Here we go. Here we go. So 3 stars. Not going to help us at all. Just going to sell that one as well. Another rare. All right. Did our luck end? 3-star Diabolist. And the last one, we get another rare. Okay, so our luck is over. All right, so that's fine. I mean, I got a 6-star, so I can't complain at all. And I got a 3-star Ishiyama, so we'll take it. We'll take it. It is HP and defense, so you really would want the crit damage with Ishiyama as well as the accuracy and resistance if possible, but we'll take what we can get. So huge 6-star Rotos. I think I'm going to be able to utilize him more often now in live arena because he's faster and is able to do more damage too. Also big for hard mode faction wars. So I'm going to go ahead and flip these cards. I have 6 flips right now. I have 6,396. The rest of the time, I'm just going to be upgrading champions. Now, you can pull other soulstones, right? It's 90 per mortal. Move my fat head out of the way. It is 90 per mortal soulstone and 4,500 for eternals, but mainly you're just going to want to pull immortals for today. All right, so let's go ahead and do this. I get 10 pizza points. Don't really care about the pizza points personally. I'd rather just get the good rewards underneath the cards. I'm hoping for the primal. Oh, we get the Sun Lilies. Sun Lily is fine too, because I do want the relic materials as well. We get an epic. Okay, so I'm going to pin that rarity. So we'll pin that. Okay, more Sun Lilies. So that gives us 50 points for Sun Lilies. Another pizza point. And more Sun Lilies. Okay, so we get a good amount of relic materials, which is nice. And we get 40, 50, 60 pizza points. Is actually a lot. I already got 60 out of the 100. That's kind of crazy, huh? Kind of lucky, honestly. I guess I'll take it. You know, I'd prefer to get the primal shard underneath or other, but we'll take what we can get. So that brings me to how many Sun Lilies have I saved up at this point? I've already done some relic crafting on a previous stream, but we have 50 rare, 25 epic, and 25 legendary materials there. So there you have it. We got ourselves a 6-star legendary from the Immortals. We got Rotos from the wish list, by the way. So that's huge. That barely ever happens. I'll take it. Super huge. Now, hopefully you guys, if you are pulling, get something from your wish list, and hopefully it's 6-star. If not, let me know what you got in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on a video soon. Take care.